Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to a beautiful day in Houston, Texas. Today is actually a wonderful day. It is about 60 degrees outside, clear skies. Now I'm telling you, this is exactly like San Diego. This is what I really enjoy. I mean, look at that sky, it's absolutely beautiful. This is perfect driving weather. Any colder, would be even better, at least for the WRX for sure, because we know that turbo performs so well when the air out there is just really, really cold. Tires maybe not as much, but that can always be adapted to. Anyways, today I will be hitting the RCF with an oil change. I did reach the 6-month period. Actually, I only have 1,000 miles on the new oil. The car actually only has 2,000 miles. I'm kind of waiting for it to hit the 5,500, 6,000, maybe 7,000 mile mark before I put in the Fumoto valve, which I'm really looking forward to. Once again, this car, absolute thrill to drive. The oil cooler and the automatic transmission cooler are essential to this car. I love that. I guess I didn't realize that the IS 500 doesn't have those two things, but I do know the IS 500 has a ATF cooler JDM option, so that's pretty cool. Any of you guys own IS 500s? I'd love to hear from you. That's actually a car I was kind of interested in getting, just because I mean a 4-door, 500 horsepower car that's pretty awesome. I'd be pretty happy to have one of those. And the price point it's gone up quite a bit, to be honest. I'm a little surprised, but is it still worth it? I don't know, but is it worth it for fun? Sure. But of course, I like to know about how it performs without the oil cooler and the automatic transmission fluid cooler. Although I would probably add the automatic transmission fluid cooler to it, since it is a OEM JDM piece. Anyways, I also will be doing, if I have time today, 2 Tom's pieces. So we'll get to that after I do the oil change. But I mean, look at all this, man. Almost 10 quarts of oil I have to change out. It's been a year. I'm going to go ahead and change out the air filter, just because I think after a year, kind of the material, I'm pretty sure, would start deteriorating. Of course, we got the OEM oil filter and the oil filter washer. Now, I'm considering whether or not to take a sample. It only has 1,000 miles on it, so I might wait for the next oil change to do one. Just because I haven't hit them, I probably do it within every year. And, this is miscellaneous stuff that I always use. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and change the oil. Looking forward to it. Hopefully, you can do a lot faster with the Fumoto valve. But I'll get right back to you guys when I'm finished. All right, talk to you in a bit. All right, guys. Well, I did finish everything. It's kind of a mess, but here is all the used oil. I basically just emptied it out. I filled up the engine with the new oil and then put the old oil in here. I'm sure you can tell there's kind of like a little bit dirty. It's a little bit dirty, but the oil, it's not clear. It's actually pretty black if you take a look. Can't really see it, but here's the old oil filter. Just gonna keep those, the ring and the crush washer. To keep those for records. I didn't take an oil sample this time around, but I will in the coming next oil change. And here's the air filter I changed out. It's actually really clean. Probably didn't need to change it, but it's like a $20 change out. The only thing that I have to say is it was really difficult to change out this air box. I think it's because this was the first time I didn't really know. Not surprisingly, I also had the same problem with my WRX. The air box, it has like these teeth on the very bottom that have to hook in, and I didn't know that. I just kept trying to do it. It just didn't have like a click in feel that I'm used to kind of feeling when I put in the air boxes. I mean, when I put in the air filters. So this took a little bit of time, really frustrating. I think it took about 40 minutes to change out. Now that I know how to do it, it's going to be a quick, probably, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes from here on forth. But I did change the oil, 9.3 quarts. Changed out the, the oil filter, the gasket, drain plug. Hopefully at 5,000, 6,000 miles, I'm going to change it to a Fumoto. Of course, the air filter housing ring. Did not take an oil sample and torqued everything down. Car is ready to go. Before I lower it down, I'm going to go ahead and install a couple things. I'm going to go ahead and install the Tom's little dog bone thing, and then this brace bar. Sorry I didn't take it out. I'll show you guys when it's installed. These should be quick installs, I hope. I've done them before on the GS, which is under this cover. I really actually miss kind of driving this car. Definitely want to uncover it and drive it sometime soon. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take care of these, and then I will show you guys in a little bit. All right, guys. Well, I just finished putting it in. Not too difficult. luckily. But here I'm going to zoom into it a little bit more. There it is right there, the dog bone fully installed. I do not want to go back down there again. It is just a tight squeeze. It's a really easy install, and from what I remember, my GS350, it actually had a huge impact on the handling for the car, so I do look forward to putting that one to the test. And of course, I'm going to go ahead and also, let me go ahead and kind of zoom back out. Yeah, that's how far back I had to go. I'm not going to go that back there if I don't have to. Ugh. But here is the other Tom's piece done. Excuse me, let me put the mic up here. Here's the other Tom's piece that I'm going to be putting in. I'm sure you guys have seen this one. It is basically like a steering brace, I suppose. I remember it stiffened up the turn-in for the car, so should definitely feel that for the RCF as well. It was made for the RCF, so definitely look forward to putting in. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. I actually had to wait a couple days to install the front member brace. I forgot how complicated it was. I don't know if you could see it actually, but I think you can. Well, you can see the ends. There's one of the ends right there, and the other one, of course, spans above that. But I'm not sure if you guys know, but for my GS350 people, like this front member brace is definitely completely different than the one on the GS350. It is definitely a lot wider. It's double panel too, so there's actually a panel right here, and there's another panel that is welded on this side, I believe, for extra structural rigidity. I'm pretty sure this brace, I mean, if you look at it, I'm pretty sure this brace plays a very, very large part in the rigidity of the chassis and control of the car. It is a very robust piece. I see absolutely no need to replace that with any type of aftermarket piece, in my opinion. It is just really rigid. If I were to do anything, I would actually modify this and just add more metal to it. But it has, I believe, it has two more connection points. It's actually connected to the rear LCA bushing. Right here, there is let me see if I can show you guys. I can't see it myself, but if you guys can see it, there is the rear LCA bolt, and then if you see there's two 12 millimeter fasteners. These are actually connected to a bracket that is connected to this bolt, and that adds the extra rigidity point that the GS350 doesn't have, and I think that actually makes a pretty big difference if you look at the placement of it. It is placed very strategically. All these bolts. So I mean, this piece, I really do think that it really does play a big part. And then adding this piece right here, the Tom's piece, it just adds that one extra piece right here, that triangle bracing. I think one of my WRX members had mentioned something about triangle being the strongest type of structural force you can add to cars. Wow, it wasn't that hard to get on. Definitely was a little nervous, of course. I mean, I'm working on a very expensive car, so I actually did get new bolts for this part. Wasn't necessary, but I went ahead and did that. And I'm really excited to try it out. I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to take a shower first. It is actually 80 degrees today. It was like 40 when I was doing my oil change, but it should be good now. I mean, these tires actually, you should be careful. These I think these are these cups? I don't remember. No, they're PS4Ss. These don't really do well in cold weather. Anyways, let me get out of here and I'll show you what I did finally. Oh, gosh, but here it is right here. Finally, it is official. I have a Tom's Performance piece on my RCF. Can't wait to try it out. I'm going to do it right now when I reverse the car out and just check out all the things. I love this car. It is so much fun. I really actually want to get an IS 500 too. Maybe used. I think they're a little overpriced now. I think they went up from like 55,000. Now they're like going for like 70. It's ridiculous. So I think I might get one of those used. And then GR86 probably going to get that car first. And of course, I'm still looking at GT3 RSs and GT3s. But yeah, I definitely want to keep adding cars to my collection. I'm going to have to really hustle. Manifest it in my mind. Always think positive, optimistic, and expect it. Just live with expectance. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I just want to thank you for tuning in. I hope you guys have a great week. And hope you guys are football fans. Hope your team won, unless they're playing the Texans. And hope they lost. But anyways, talk to you guys later and have a great day. Bye-bye.